Pro Boxing Fans here with Joe Gallagher. Joe, we've just seen one of your fighters, Liam Smith, absolutely in devastating fashion stop Chris Eubank Jr. Just talk to me about that one, man. That was it was unexpected for a lot of people, to be honest. They thought Liam might take it to the later rounds and win by points, but not by stoppage. Just talk to me about that one.
Yeah, no, listen, the general consensus everyone was coming up to me saying, oh, you know, Eubank knockout, Smith points, Eubank could be too big. And I was saying to everyone, listen, Liam Smith was fighting at middleweight with me before we parted ways. Liam Smith, all his career has spied his brother Callum Smith, middleweight European champions, bigger kids, stronger kids, Callum Johnson, whatever. There's no problem with the weight and the size, and you're seeing that in there tonight. I think the problem was for Eubank Jr. I think maybe making that weight, no excuses or anything else, but I've been here in this exact arena and seen George Groves land flush on that chin, and he stood up to it. I think early on Liam caught him with a decent shot, and there was a bit of a reaction from Eubank Jr. I knew Liam would pick up in it and go, you didn't fancy that. And he didn't, and Liam just took his time. Round one he came out moving his head, feet, everything, a bit of a picking round. Then Eubank came out in two. Round three he started uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. Liam kept the tight guard all the time. Liam kept composed. Then in round four, then Liam came out, started moving the head, and like I say, the right hand over top, missed one or two, then the left uppercut, vicious left hook. Eubank down, and got up. He got up as though he was down in Deansgate at the moment at 2 o'clock in the morning. Victor Loughlin could have stopped it there and then at the time. When you look back at fighters that have been stopped here in this arena that weren't in a bad condition, but you're given the benefit of the doubt. Liam being it, Liam, right hand straight away. Eubank holding on the waist for the finish, and when it rose, Victor Loughlin knew he had nothing left and people are talking about the rematch now. How could you do a rematch? But I think Eubank's pride and ego will go. As much as we've walked, and most 20,000 have walked out here tonight and wanted Liam Smith to win, but have walked out thinking, did that really happen? No one envisaged it, nobody. And I think someone said to me it was like 28-1 that round. No one envisaged it. But Eubank Jr. will be walking back to the change rooms going, what the hell's happened there? It's amazing in boxing. Sometimes you've got to be careful what you're saying, what goes out. It comes back to bite in the bum. That was a 50% Chris Eubank Jr. tonight, and most will come out and say, and he'll turn up 100% at Anfield. Listen, you've seen Eubank Jr. in there. He had Liam's full attention, Liam locked on, and he finished it. So proud for it, proud of him. Whether he goes on fights Triple G or Eubank Jr., he's got to get the credit now that I've always said for years that he doesn't get. He's got a very intelligent fighter, great boxing IQ, and he can work out things in the ring for himself, and it's about time now. He deserves all the plaudits that he's getting.
And do you need to ask you, because you're a trainer, we've had Chris for the Conor Benn fight not have Roy Jones in his corner. He was going to have possibly his dad or Ronnie Davies, who's been around for a long time, but then called Roy back in. So it means that he's had a bit of inactivity with his trainer that's supposed to be full time with him. Has that played a part? And secondly, has boiling down to that weight to meet Conor Benn for that fight also played a part in his punch resistance at least?
Listen, lots of people are coming out saying them type of things. I just did an interview about it. This is all about Liam Smith. This isn't because Chris Eubank struggled with weight, because he had the Conor Benn. This is about Liam Smith. And Liam Smith backed up what he said he was going to do. And he came out there, and the presser this week, it was the worst thing Chris could have done, because Liam has got to come and give it you tonight. And it was a great performance. Whatever excuses Eubank and that will look for, maybe, but not having a regular coach, so they're getting to know each other. Chris Eubank Jr., his career's in tattered. He was due to have a massive showdown with Conor Benn. Conor Benn tested positive for 2 tests. I don't think he's had the B sample yet or asked for it. No, because everyone's on about it, it's clear, but he's not asked for the B sample yet. So let's not get going on that one. And then so Chris Eubank Jr. decides to take on Liam Smith. Most probably thought to himself, always being hit a little bit too much against Fowler and all stuff like that. But Liam Smith came fully motivated tonight and showed everyone what he can do. He's a world-class fighter.
Can he fight again with the big boys at 160?
I think so. I've said before, there's a Triple G there. He's had a tough fight with Canelo. Age. Is it about the right fight at the right time? You don't know. Father Time catches up with everybody in the end. But still, that's a big fight, a good fight. Liam Smith has said all the time, he's got good basics, good shot selection, and absolutely never say never die attitude. So that'd be a great fight, Triple G, Liam Smith, or Eubank Liam Smith. But Liam Smith's got a good boxing brain on him, and he'll sit down with his brothers and his family and his manager and his promoter, and he'll make the decision on where he goes next.
Joe Gallagher, it's always a pleasure. You've always given pro boxing fans your time, as always, and thank you very much for talking to us.
Yeah,
tonight.
no problem, Sam.
Good
to see you. Thank you.